Hi friends, welcome back to Farm Girl Diaries. My name is Caitlin, and I actually came out in the garden to do some solid work this morning. Up by the house, it's really cool, but down here in the heat of or the sun of the garden, in the direct sun, it is hot. So I think I am quickly changing my plans and not doing the work that I thought I was going to do. But I did work yesterday, very, very quickly. I did some work. And so I thought I'd bring you along and show you what we did and what we still need to do and the plan of attack that I came up with. So this area here was my broccoli. I pulled all the broccoli plants out yesterday, just backed the truck up into the garden and threw the broccoli into the garden. So in this area, I'll bring you down and show you, I still have a couple plants. So I have a couple kohlrabis here. I was hoping I had kohlrabis. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kohlrabis. So I want to let them go and see if they will continue growing. This is the biggest one here. And then I have like babies. So I'm letting these go to see if these will continue to produce for me. Um, so that's great. And then over here, when we step through the pumpkin, we have our cabbages. And in the back here, we have our cauliflower. So this area is where I want to put my potatoes for the fall. And I was hoping to plant them this weekend. We'll see if that happens. I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm having trouble breathing when it's really hot, and I felt fine until I came out here, and I'm having trouble breathing. So I don't know what we're gonna get done because I'm struggling a little bit. But whenever I can get to it, this area here, just in the opening, I'm gonna lay some straw down. I brought the straw down with the purpose of doing it today, but I'm doing it right now. I'm not gonna do that. We'll do that later. But I'm gonna lay my straw down here, and then I'm gonna do my potatoes for the fall with stout method, where you just lay straw down and you just tuck the potatoes underneath the straw. I don't put them in the dirt, so I think that'll be good. So what I am gonna do though is I'm gonna move these hoops out, and what was our potato bed for the spring is gonna be our fall bed. So let's go over and take a look at that. This artichoke needs to be staked up, and I need to do this now. We might actually do this today because this needs to be staked up pretty severely. It's resting on some pepper plants that I don't really want it resting on. So we might actually do that this morning because that needs to be done. But beside the artichoke plant, we have this bed. Now there are 2 peppers. There were 3 peppers in here. I think I pulled one by accident. But we have 2 pepper plants in here, but then the rest of this bed is empty. When I pulled my plants, I did leave a couple tomatoes that were growing. We'll leave the tomatoes until I'm ready to plant this bed, which hopefully, again, is also going to be this weekend. But I'm going to move my hoops over to this bed. I'm going to cover this bed, and I'm going to direct sow broccoli, cabbage, carrots, and kohlrabi. I have tried a fall garden for years, and I have not been successful. The reason I'm not successful is all the plants I just mentioned need cooler weather to grow. The heat of the sun in July and August is just too much for them. They never grow for me. And then you can't wait until the cool weather of September, because then you have shorter days, cooler weather. They take longer to grow, so you don't get a harvest by the time the first frost comes and kills the plant. So you got to walk a really fine line, and I haven't found where the line is yet. So we're going to try again this year. So I'm just going to use this bed only as the fall bed. I'm going to move those hoops, and so I'm going to put shade cloth over this whole bed, and maybe that will be the trick to get me some fall plants. We'll see. But the rest of this garden, though, oh my word, is just crazy. Okay, I am going to stake this guy up now because he needs staked. So let's take maybe this small guy here. and see if I can't do this myself. Now I just need to find a string. Here's a string. Okay. Let's see here. I didn't realize how big artichokes got. I mean, I'm here for it, but I didn't realize how big they got. And I wonder how many artichokes this is going to give me. I don't even know if I like artichokes. So it'll be a fun experiment. I have this piece of string that was holding the shade tunnel in place. Let's see, take you down further. Ooh, I can't really see anything in that artichoke now. One with the artichoke. Okay, I think that's as low as I'm gonna get this bad boy. Okay, so he's at a pretty solid tilt, but I'm hoping just in one day with the sun that he'll start growing up. And then I might go get, when I go back up to the garage, I might get a different piece of string and tie it lower and then take this one off. But for now, he's up and he's off my pepper plants, which is what I wanted. Okay. My onions are bulbing up really nicely. I can't see you. My onions are bulbing up really nicely. Let me take you down and show you. I was nervous that my onions weren't bulbing up, and they are. So let me take you down and I'll show you. You gotta peek in through the weeds. Look at them. Look at it. They're like little golf balls now. Lots of weeds. So hopefully in about a month, no, not a month. What was I thinking? Hopefully about 2 to 3 weeks, those onions can get pulled. Okay, while I'm here, let's just lay a little bit of straw. I hate not working and not getting things that need to be done accomplished. And I'm feeling okay. Let's get a little bit laid before we go inside. There's trees trying to grow in here, which is, ooh, that's a nice sized onion. The tree is growing a very nice sized onion. Okay. I'm just laying straw. If I had cardboard, I would lay cardboard too. I actually don't have any cardboard. I've been trying to get my Amazon spending under control. I don't have any cardboard. So I find just a nice layer of straw actually works really well at helping to suppress weeds. And so what I really like about straw is while it suppresses the weeds, it also feeds the soil. So this path had straw at the beginning of the season, and that's actually already broken down really well. So I wanted to plant plants in this pathway. I would have really, really good soil to do it. But so I cover all my beds with straw and I put them to bed for the winter. I cover them as a mulch. And so it's just a really good way to feed your soil. And then yesterday, we also pulled a lot of the weeds around our butternut squashes here. And while we were doing that, we found our long lost Roma. I thought, I know I planted a Roma at the end of the trellis. And I was staking my tomatoes. I couldn't find it. Well, I found it. It apparently came over. It's growing this way. So, hey, we found it. We did one bale of straw. We got that pathway looking so much nicer. And then we did, oops, you're stuck. We did a little bit of the new potato patch. I have another bale of straw to keep going, but I'm good. Okay, I have a new string. Let's tie this guy up with a better string. Now with the straw, you don't want to stand straight. You want to fall over. Okay. Okay, good. Okay. So we tied him better. And now definitely with the sun, he'll stand back up. And I'm excited to see what we get. And then let me show you down here. Down here, let me show you our pepper row. We got peppers and sunflowers, and our grape tomato is coming out here. But our peppers are doing really, they're getting nice and big. Okay, I'm calling it a day. It is early, but it is very hot. It's gonna be a hot one today. At least we got a little bit done. I also wanted to get the fall planted done this morning. That's not happening. So maybe that'll happen this evening. I want to get my first round of fall sunflowers in, and maybe even our fall plants, like our broccoli and our cabbages and whatnot. But currently, it is just too hot, and I cannot breathe when it gets this hot. But I just saw a poppy. I'm going to end this video with a poppy that just bloomed, so I wanted to show you. This is definitely not what the package looks like. I forget what kind this is supposed to be, but I think it's fun anyway. These little like red puffy balls. Look at the inside of it. How fun. Okay, friends, I'm going inside. It looks like today is going to be a inside day, which is good. I have potatoes I want to preserve. We have zucchini we need to preserve. I just got a whole bunch of fruit out of my mom's freezer that is a couple years old that I want to preserve. So I'm sure I'll see you guys later, and we'll be inside the kitchen cooking. So yeah, thanks for coming outside with me, seeing that it was too hot to really do anything, and then going back inside. I appreciate it. Till next time, friends. See you.